Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run in my mouth just for a quick second. Girl, was that necessary? Girl, I had to blow my fingernails. Anyway, you know what's so crazy, y'all? We were just talking about this the other day about how, I mean, there's really not much you can say when somebody, passes away, except, it's sad in some cases, not all, because, girl, it's some stuff we can say, okay? It's some stuff we can say on when some of the people go home to glory. Um, because we had a little bit to say about Miss Kevin Samuels when, girl, Miss Thing, she went home to glory. Um, But anyways, Lisa Marie Presley dies at 54 after hospitalization. Girl, 54 is not old, y'all. Now I know what's so crazy, y'all. I was thinking about this. It's so crazy. Like when we're 18 and 19, we think 54 is like, girl, Stone Age, girl. But once you start to creep up there, you be like, girl, 30 ain't old, 40 ain't old, girl. 55 ain't old, 60 ain't old. People just start living at 52. Yeah. Anyways, child, Lisa Marie Presley dies at 54. The thing that makes it sad to me is that I don't keep up with Lisa Marie Presley at all, but I was reading that her son, um, I think a year or two ago, I don't want to say the word, but he passed away due to the S word. He basically took his own life. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, and I was reading how she was really going through it when that happened. She also had other children. She also has other children, or had other children. But she also has other children. Is it had or has? Um, I think she has a set of twins, and I think a daughter. I can't remember. But yeah, that's really really sad. 54. And she transitioned at 54 years old. That is really really sad. 54 is really young, y'all. I think they said she went. Hold on, let me see. Elvis Presley's only child, singer Lisa Marie Presley, passed away today at the age of 54 after suffering from cardiac arrest earlier today. She was just at the Golden Globes this past Sunday. Her death was confirmed by her mother, actress Priscilla Presley. But that is crazy. So this happened yesterday. It's so crazy how 1 minute you can be at, just living your life, and then the next minute she was just at the Golden Globes this Sunday, probably having the time of her life. And then a few days later, girl, we have to live our life, y'all. Okay? I know I'm living mine, honey. We're trying to. Gonna start. Okay? What else we talking about? Hold up. Mm. Oh, girl. Here they go. This is according to Hollywood Unlocked. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach lawyer up in potential ABC lawsuit after being taken off air. Case could turn racial. So, just 1 month after infamously being taken off air following news of their scandalous affair, TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, I hope I'm saying that white lady name right. Girl, I don't say nobody's name right. Have reportedly hired lawyers in what could become an explosive lawsuit against ABC. According to reports, it was initially claimed that executives at the network were taking the pair off air to allow the media attention to die down after the news anchors made endless headlines for their months long romance. But according to TMZ, both Amy and TJ have been left in the dark about their future at the company, particularly because they haven't heard anything regarding their potential return date and whether the investigation ABC was conducting had concluded or not. Sources tell the news outlet that TJ has hired legal powerhouse Eric George, while Amy is being represented by Andrew Bretler, who both plan to argue whether race could have played a part in their departure if ABC decides to fire them. One of the arguments will be, I'm sorry, one of the arguments that will be made to the network is whether the decision to fire two consenting adults would have also be the case if both of them are white. Furthermore, their attorneys will also want to question ABC if this will be the first time they had fired a black and white news anchor over their relationship. And if so, their firing from Good Morning America could potentially result in a hefty payout from the network. Girl, I mean, I will say this much. Girl, to me, I'm not no lawyer. For all the lawyers out there, y'all will know. To me, it does sound like a good argument to me. Girl, like, have you fired, a white man and a white woman when you found out that they were in, an affair? And also, would this be the first time they have fired a black and white? So, girl, they going there. It sounds like a good angle to me. But on the flip side, it's like, TJ, TJ, with your fine self. Oh, TJ, no, he fine. TJ, girl, the people say that you was down to them ABC studios or Good Morning America studios, girl, throwing D all around the office, girl. Like, why are we acting like, girl, okay, now, if that is true, we don't know that to be true, but girl, the people say you've been throwing D. Girl. So you should have probably been let go a long time ago. Y'all gonna stop. I keep saying this and keep saying this and keep saying this, regardless of how you feel about it. Y'all gonna stop going down to y'all job, girl, having these affairs. And then thinking that, girl, everything is just gonna work out for you at the end of the day. Girl, I want y'all to start going to work, doing your job, and then taking your ass home. Okay? Because quiet as it's kept, one thing I noticed when all this mess started hitting the news waves, I will be the first one to say that, girl, you didn't really see Amy name floating around that much. It was all on TJ and what he was doing with his penis. So is it true, like I've said before, is it true that, we know how it goes down, girl? Sometimes the media coverage for them is different from us. With that being said, girl, TJ, they've been saying you've been throwing D around the office. So in a way, if that is true versus if this was Amy's first affair at work, girl, it does kind of make sense, girl, why your name would be splattered around the headlines because, girl, again, they say you've been throwing D around the office. What y'all think gonna happen? Y'all think they got a lawsuit? Like I said, it sounds like a good angle they're coming from. Because the truth of the matter is, we all know this too. TJ and Amy are not the only ones at Good Morning America, girl, getting on their knees and throwing their legs in the air to somebody who they ain't got no business to. We know TJ and Amy, we know TJ and Amy are not the only ones at that office, girl, locking doors and having a real quick quickie. But guess who got caught? TJ and Amy. So it's always going to be that person or those people, right, that they have to use as an example. And unfortunately, in TJ and Amy's case, girl, it's TJ and Amy. Now, I guarantee you the other girls who just saw what's going on, they probably still hopping on a D and doing a full split, but girl, they done calm down a little bit, girl. Don't say nothing to me when we go to work. I bet y'all. Girl, I know y'all is nervous. I know y'all nervous at work. Girl, I know y'all at work like, look. Sending text messages, look. When you see me tomorrow at work, don't just ignore me because then people gonna start questioning why we not talking no more. But just give me just a hey, how you doing? How you been? We need to start keeping the conversations to a minimum, okay? Because, girl, it's hot. It's hot in these streets, girl. You just saw they let that white woman and that black man go. Girl, don't say nothing to me. We gonna talk for about we gonna talk a couple of minutes at the coffee station. If you see me, girl, downstairs at the deli, we can have a quick conversation. Other than that, girl, don't say nothing to me. Okay, we can't make it too obvious Because the girls will start, we start clocking the girls. Girl, you notice that they don't really talk that much no more. We be real messy at work, girl. They don't really talk that much no more. Ever since girl Amy and TJ got caught up, honey girl. Have you noticed that Kevin? Have you noticed that Kevin and Keisha? They really don't even, because they used to go to lunch every day. Girl, now girl, you barely see them talking. I wonder why. Girl, we get real messy at work. Start clocking everybody tea, okay? We know how this go, girl. We all grown. We all grown. And I don't know why I don't believe that they told whoever the bosses are, the HR at ABC or Good Morning America that they were having an affair or they were together. I don't believe that. I don't. I think they were sneaking around. I think that if they told them that it was probably once those pictures hit the media of them having this affair. And then they were like, yes, we are together, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think it was beforehand. I think they were just sneaking around. Girl, that's a mess. That is a mess. Kanye secretly married Yeezy architect Bianca Sensory. Girl, I don't know, girl. I don't know how to say these folks' names. Kanye West is married. According to reports, he secretly married Yeezy designer Bianca Sensory. Is that how you say her name, girl? I don't know, child. Girl, it's another white lady. I mean, girl, he married another white woman. That's what it comes down to. In a secret ceremony Thursday, he was spotted wearing a wedding band on his ring finger. Although it's unclear if the pair filed a marriage certificate to make the union legally binding. TMZ reports, we hear Kanye's new wife has worked as an architectural designer for his Yeezy brand for a handful of years. The surprise wedding comes just 2 months after Ye finalized his divorce from Kim Kardashian. So we don't even know if they legally married, girl. Some of y'all be doing them. Remember when Brandy didn't want her image ruined, so Sonya made her act like she was married? Remember when Brand had to sit in her living room with the windows closed and have that girl ceremony binding their souls together? Because girl, Brenda had messed around and got knocked up by that man. You remember that? Girl, I tell you, baby, that's the problem, girl. Girl, I know I'm all over the place. Girl, that's the problem, girl. Sonya was worried about the wrong one. Should have been worried about your son, Willie. Okay, because he the mess. Brandy all right. Okay, but that son of yours, honey. So, girl, we don't even know if they're. We don't even know if Kanye and this white woman, if they're legally married, right? Because it says that he was spotted wearing a wedding band, but it's unclear if the pair filed a marriage certificate to make the union legally binding. I guess, girl. Girl, listen to this. You know what, y'all? I think I watched too much TV, too much Lifetime, because we about to talk about a story, and girl, it kind of got my nerves. I was like, girl, I don't trust stuff like that. Because, girl, what if this happened? What if this happened? Girl, I remember back in the day, girl, I'm sure y'all were the same way. Like, y'all grandmothers, all they did was watch Lifetime. Girl, when I say I grew up watching Lifetime, girl, Lifetime, girl, Days of Our Lives, girl, All My Children, girl, one of my favorite soap operas was Passions. Girl, I remember Passions used to come on like late in the morning, like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, girl, real late. I remember I used to be at TSU in the dormitories, girl, watching Passions at 1 something in the morning, 2 something in the morning, girl. So anyways, listen to this. So Cristiano, girl, I'll be messing these people's names up. Ronaldo and girlfriend Georgina Rodriguez may be allowed to break Saudi Arabian law. So Saudi Arabia is known for its strict laws and cultural customs, and one of them forbids unmarried individuals from living with each other, but that could be all about to change, at least if you're Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portuguese superstar recently completed a mega move, a mega money move to the Middle East, joining the Saudi Arabian team Al Nasser FC on a 2.5 year deal worth an estimated $200 million. He also took with him his Spanish supermodel and social media influencer girlfriend Georgina Rodriguez. But the big question on people's mind is, will they be allowed to live in the country together? Well, Saudi legal experts have reportedly confirmed that the authorities will turn a blind eye to accommodate one of the greatest football players of all time. Football? I thought he played soccer. Allowing him and his partner to settle into their first luxury property together. Girl. You know, like I said, girl, I probably watch too much TV. The simple fact that they are willing to change the law just so that this man can come into town, girl, and girl, play soccer, lets you know how much power he probably has, right? Like, I was thinking about this. And they have children together, and all that good stuff. I was like, girl, what if, because we hear stories about, I'm not saying that this is what happened, I'm not saying this is what's going on in their relationship, but what if this man was like crazy, right? What if he was crazy and this woman was just in a bad relationship? Girl, you think she could really call anybody to come and help her? Because, girl, if they changing the laws, girl, for this man just to come over there and play a little game. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what my mind be going like, girl, I hope you all right over there, because, girl, if you call the cops or if you call whoever, girl, they're going to be like, girl, I feel like they will protect him before they try to protect her. Hopefully that's not the case, but that's where my mind went, girl. I saw some people online in the comment section, because I think I got this story originally from It's On Site. And some people was like, girlfriend, girl. And I get it. Let me say something, y'all. I get it that a lot of y'all want to be married. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to be married, girl, go get married. But I have a question. If you met someone and you love this person, care for this person, I think they already got 3 or 4 kids. I think he has a kid from a previous whatever relationship or a one night stand. I don't know. I was reading an article, try to get some background on him, and he has a child from a previous something. They didn't really go into detail whether it was a relationship or one night stand. I don't think he really talks about the child's mother that much. I don't know. But I know they have like 2 or 3 kids, like I think 4 kids together. They got a lot of kids together. She wants to be married from what I understand. He doesn't want to get married. Do you think she should exit the relationship because he don't want to be married? I be thinking about that, like, you're with someone who I'm assuming you love. That's why you with them, right? But they don't want to get married. Are you going to leave the relationship? I don't think that, like, if I was seeking partnership, and I guess what it is, because I don't really care about marriage either. But I don't see myself leaving a relationship just because my partner doesn't want to get that. Like, that like a non-negotiable for me is probably kids. Like, but you know, so crazy. I thought about this too. I say that kids are that, like, that's not even nothing I'm willing to compromise on. I don't like. I just feel like if you want kids, you want kids. If you don't want kids, you don't want kids. But I was thinking, girl, let me knock on wood, because I don't need nothing to happen to my sister or my brother-in-law. I was like, girl, but what if something happened to my sister and brother-in-law, and then I had to step up to the plate like Marlo, and then I was with this man who I told that I didn't want kids, and then all of a sudden, girl, I have to take in my nieces. Like, girl, I be thinking about shit that's probably ain't never gonna even happen. See, that's where my mind be going. I be worried about the wrong stuff. Um, and I was like, what if I had to take in my nieces, right? And I've told this man who I'm with that I don't want kids, and all of a sudden, girl, we got kids. Girl, I don't know, child. So is the one thing that you're not gonna go for is just like you have to be married, girl. You know another thing I feel too. No tea, no shade, because I know a lot of y'all got kids out of wedlock. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But girl, I just feel like, girl, at some point y'all already got 3 and 4 kids together. Girl, y'all been living together. Girl, what? Girl, no tea, no shade. Why are we mad about marriage now? Like, if you really wanted to be married, girl, that's something you should have did from the get go. You know what I'm saying? 3, 4 kids down the line, girl, shacking up together. Now you want to start pressuring somebody about marriage, girl. If that's the case, girl, you should have told him from the get go before I start popping out these babies. Girl, I'm not popping out no babies without being married. I do believe that if that's your non-negotiable, then girl, that's just your non-negotiable. But I don't think that it makes sense to me that if she wants to be married to this man, the girl, it's pressure. It's a pressure now to be married. Now, if that was the case, like, girl, you know what's so crazy? That just goes to show how much he don't want to be married. If that man is like, look, we're going to, like, for him to go to this country and be like, listen, y'all need to change the laws for me to come over here because I don't want to marry this hoe. He ain't say it that way. He ain't say it that way. But that just goes to show how much he probably doesn't want to get married. That he wants to go through all of those steps. All of my steps in your word, girl. He wants to go through all those steps instead of just going to get married. That would have been the easiest thing. Like, let's just go get married. But he don't want to. Look, I'm not mad at nobody who don't want to get married. I'm not mad at nobody who want to get married. But I do think it's a little like crazy that once, you know, all this stuff is said and done, y'all having kids together, living together, girl, been fucking since the second date, some the first, girl, okay. Girl, been using each other's social security number. Girl, now all of a sudden, girl, 70 years down the line, 10 years down the line, girl, I gotta get married. Girl, you should have been singing that, girl, 8 years ago. Anyways, girl, I'm gone. I'm tired of running my mouth, child. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. What? I just thought about this. Girl, I already put my microphone up. Girl, I just thought about this. What about the other people that live there that have probably shacked up and have they been arrested? Were they given a ticket? Like, what happened to those folks who broke the law about not being able to live together if you're not married? I want to know what happened to those folk. Yeah. Could you imagine, like, how those people probably feel? Whatever happens to them, I don't know if they were arrested, they gave them a ticket. I don't know. I don't know what happens. I don't know. But can you imagine now all of a sudden here come this big shot, soccer player, girl. I thought he played soccer. They say football, but I'm thinking, do they call football soccer? I don't know, girl. Anyways, here comes this athlete with his little girlfriend and all these kids out of wedlock. You hear me? Moving over here, and they talking about they're going to turn a blind eye. So are you just going to turn a blind eye for him? Or are you going to turn a blind eye for everybody? That's a mess. I would feel some type of way if I lived over there. I would. I'm sure they have to. But what can they do about it? I guess, y'all.